What's going on, guys? This is Luke from the Footballs channel. First time doing the tipping video. Before, was just my mate Lachlan doing it. He used to put my tips, but now I'll give all of our tips in return for this round coming up, round 4 of the 2023 AFL season. So let's get right into it. So, first game, which is Brisbane against Collingwood. I predicted Collingwood for that one, whereas Lachlan predicted Brisbane. Then for the second game, North Melbourne versus Carlton, we both predicted Carlton sitting third on the ladder over North Melbourne, who are currently 7th. Carlton have had some good games because we did predict that at the start of the season, like even before we went to the round 1 match against Richmond, they would actually have a good season, and turns out we were both right. So I'll just say Carlton for that one. Third game, Adelaide versus Fremantle. We both tipped Adelaide. Obviously, even though they are 2 spots behind Fremantle on the table, they're playing at home. So obviously, we do think that they could have a good advantage because Adelaide do really well at home, and hopefully, they can hopefully pull off a win. Let's hope, and hopefully move up some space on the ladder. And then the next game, Richmond versus the Bulldogs. We both went for Richmond. Obviously, we saw Richmond's performance, though round 1 was a tough one, ended in a draw. Richmond, I think, went on. They progressed throughout the weeks, and unfortunately lost last week due to some injuries with Dusty out. I remember they played against Collingwood, another big team in Melbourne. Unfortunately that was a loss by 14, but we do predict that this time they could win. So hopefully they can get this win, Richmond, as we both predicted them. And then the Easter Saturday game, which is St Kilda versus Gold Coast, as well on Saturday. We're planning to go to both of them, Richmond Bulldogs, St Kilda Gold Coast. After one game is finished, we'll go to the next one, even if we have to miss out on it for a little bit. But we'll just have to see how it goes. We both predicted St Kilda. My team, of course, good that they're sitting top on the ladder for now, but they just have to remain consistent. That's Ross Lyon's footy, and just the way, I think, like the way he structures it, the way he coaches it, it's all on his side. So hopefully, I'm just thinking if St Kilda can win this, it'll be great for them to maintain their position on the ladder and hopefully have a great season this year. Then the next game, Sydney and Port Adelaide. We both went for Sydney. Playing at Sydney, of course, sitting 5th on the ladder, whereas Port have been 13th. They've been struggling a little bit, and it was just, we just think like Sydney may have the advantage over Port, as it is. Port has been struggling a lot, as we've seen this year so far right now. So hopefully they can have some time to readjust and rebuild from that. Essendon versus GWS. We both predicted Essendon again, and however, we do know that Essendon is sitting 6th, whereas GWS is sitting 10th. So we do know that Essendon have had some good chances this year. GWS as well a little bit, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. But we both predicted Essendon to win this one, as it is going to be played here in Melbourne. Then the next one, which I think on Sunday, is Melbourne versus West Coast. We both predicted Melbourne sitting 4th, West Coast 12th. Of course, Melbourne have had a pretty good season already so far right now. So I do predict Melbourne can come back and hopefully win this game. Hopefully it should be a good one, a good blockbuster. And yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. And then finally on Easter Monday, we got Geelong versus Hawthorn. So Geelong and Hawthorn, we both predicted. This was the only prediction, I think, I think one of the very own prediction that we, along with Brisbane, Collingwood, Geelong, Hawthorn, Lachlan tipped Geelong, I tipped Hawthorn. Geelong, though they won last year, the premiership, to go into the season 0 wins, 3 losses, and sitting bottom on the ladder, just very, very rare from someone who won it last year, but then they have a very bad start this year. So Hawthorn as well being, if I'm going to be frank, pretty poorly as well. But just one space, of course, it's the battle of the 2 teams against each other, a regional rivalry. Lots of history there from the past 2 decades, and of course, yeah, just like they're both sitting one space below each other. Of course, bottom 2 teams going to fight it out, but I do predict Hawthorn by a little bit. So yeah, these are our predictions for the week. Hopefully it should be a good week of footy ahead. So yeah, let's just see how it plays out, and let's just hope for the best. Fingers crossed that all of our predictions that we've mentioned in this video, as well as the ones that I'll put up on the video below, on the description below, of Lachlan's tips and my tips as well. Hopefully they can play out well. Hopefully the teams that we predicted, that we tipped, can win this. Yeah, let's just see how it rolls out, and hopefully it should be a good week of footy, and also a very good week for the long weekend. As we know, it's the Holy Week of Easter week. So yeah, we'll try our best to go to the Richmond and the Western Bulldogs game, and then hopefully after that the St Kilda and the Gold Coast game at Marvel. So yeah, hope you all enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, share the video around with your friends, with your family, anyone you know, so we can help our channel to grow. And of course, yeah, just stay tuned for some more content on AFL, soccer, A-League, any of that stuff. Anything that we like to, you know, document our journey on sport with, please follow us. It really helps our channel to grow. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Hope you liked it, and hope to see you again. Goodbye.